We got Braden Kimball here.
Oh, I'm excited. A little nervous, but excited.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to do it for a little while?
Yeah. You started talking about this last year, and I've been wanting to get on here and just kind of see how it goes. Yeah.
Have you been listening to many?
I've listened to all of them.
No kidding.
Yeah. I got a little behind. I got up with work, but then I had my long drive down here, so I just put it on and just let it take the road and just kind of do the thing. And I think I listened to 16 episodes back to back.
Oh my goodness.
With my break to sleep and all that. But
right.
Yeah, so I think I did about 10 hours the first day and then 6 the next day and just had this podcast rolling the whole time. And
it's kind of neat how you can learn about other people's lives.
Oh, it's awesome.
And their careers.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from it too.
How people got to where they're at. Mm-hmm. And all right, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I like it because it makes me think. It makes me reflect on how I'm doing and what I'm doing and kind of how I can move forward with some of the issues I've run into and some of the mistakes I've made and kind of just be able to roll forward with it,
You may not know it, but that's the biggest compliment I can get because that has been my passion behind it. It's so hard to know where to go next in your career.
Yeah.
In our industry, because it's utility power. There's not, and we go and talk to colleges. There's not even like a path that's being taught there often, right? Mm-hmm. About how to get to, I don't know, maybe you want to manage a plant, or maybe you want to run safety, or maybe it's quality. How about sourcing, procurement, mm-hmm. Directing large teams, right? Maybe more engineering, even engineering degrees out there or like around us are, not, there are specifics, of course. Mm-hmm. And then there's these blended ones, but it's just trying to get the person ready for any job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of just push them through and then see where they land. And there's not much direction. I know you've talked about it on here before where you get your foot in the door and then you realize how much is open and how many different directions you can take. It's not just a one path, one road. It's got many forks and many different directions you can go with it.
Mm-hmm. And keep your eye open.
Yeah.
To what's going on and the changes. There were so many of my own jobs through my career path that I couldn't have predicted. Mm-hmm. It was just, I heard about a new initiative. It's growing somewhere. And I'd show up and ask, what's this about? And then I was interested. How do I apply? Yeah. How do I get this job?
Yeah, I know we talked about it before, but when I was coming through, it's kind of when I moved up into leadership from being a tech, it was out of necessity, and I kind of got thrown into it. And with not real guidance, this is what you need to do. But, when those opportunities present themselves, it's okay to be scared, but you got to move forward. Mm-hmm. You got to just jump on it and make the mistakes and learn from them. And it's okay to make mistakes.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's okay to take a step backwards too. Maybe that's similar. So when I was very young, I was made a lead, mm-hmm. So then directing other folks in the field, techs to work. And, and in the shop too, the manufacturing plant. It stressed me out. I was no training, right? Mm-hmm. No advice really. It stressed me out so bad. I had to take a jump back and go, I need a job where no one reports to me for a while. I have to work on building my own skills. And that's okay.
Yeah. So when I was made the lead for the first time, I showed up on the job and the customer's like, all right, who's the lead on this crew? And we all kind of looked at each other and was like, I guess I'll do it. Let's do it. And I didn't know what a daily service report was. I didn't know how to build a checklist or fill it out or, do any of that kind of stuff. And so I learned the hard way with a lot of stuff when I got started being a lead. Yeah.
We need to do better in the industry. Altair's taking steps in this mm-hmm. with intro to management, next management classes. We're adding more. Technical training is coming very soon, actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah, very specific technical training, more of it, classroom style.
Yeah.
I won't share a lot of it, but Chance has been working on a new program.
Oh, that's exciting.
It really is.
It's exciting.
He's embracing that educate piece and taking us to a new level here pretty soon.
Oh man, we're doing such a good job with it already compared to other companies I've worked for. You know, it was a lot of just figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's not like that here. It's different.
Well,
It's
good.
you know, there's we have a very strong senior technician team, and you guys do a good job of spreading us out and putting us with the newer guys that are, you know, ready to start moving up, and so we can get them trained to do it right.
That field training, OJT, field verification, you know, if you're smart about it, then you can replicate, right? And take those younger folks or newer to industry and give them the same experiences so then they can be the next, you know, technical expert guru on a platform, you know.
And it's always fun to kind of when you finally get to turn them loose and then they just do great. It's one of the best feelings.
Yes.
All
right. So let's hear your story then, since that's what you like hearing about from others. Let's tell yours as well.
Yeah. So I grew up farming. So I started working on the family farm when I was about 10 or 11, you know, pulling rye. And then I moved up into driving tractors and bank out wagons and then combines. And then I did that till I graduated from high school in 2014. And then I went into the Marine Corps. I was a machine gunner with them, with 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines.
Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you. And as I was getting out, I didn't know what I was going to be doing. And one of my buddies was like, hey, there's this transition school we can do before we get out of the military. And so I went to Airstreams. I did that, and that was a great foot in the door. I think I had 25 different interviews coming out of that. And I didn't know people worked on wind turbines. I'd seen them, you know, going down the road. I'd seen them up on the hill, and I went there just kind of to check it out. And I was like, I'm kind of good at this stuff. You know, I learned how to read schematics, and I learned how to work on stuff. I learned how to use a meter and all that fun stuff. And so when I got out of the Marines in 2018, it was a week and a half, and then I was at my first job.
Amazing.
And then, so I started out doing maintenances with Field Corps, and they're not around anymore, but I started doing maintenances with Field Corps. I did that for a couple of years. And then I moved into MCE work, so crane work on wind turbines. And that was so much fun. There's just something about when that rotor slides out, you're kind of like, oh. And that's still my favorite thing to do to this day. But then I did that for a little bit. And then the company I was at got bought out, and I moved into battery storage during the buyout. And the battery storage piece, it was my first time commissioning and dealing with a lot of programming and pushing software and troubleshooting software issues, which it's different than, you know, troubleshooting components. And after that, I got with the battery piece, I was put on a battery site to do some end of commissioning tasks, and it was on a solar farm. And then they found out I could troubleshoot the inverters, and so I got into solar through the inverter path, and I was troubleshooting the inverters in the solar field, and then troubleshooting the issues back out into the arrays from there.
Okay.
And then I heard about Altair kicking up, and I really liked the idea of being able to work on wind, solar, and battery all in with one job title, and just be able to, you know, keep it fresh and move from piece to piece. And now I'm here.
What a ride.
Yeah,
what a ride.
It's been a great one.
Where did you go to Airstreams?
Fort Irwin, California.
Irwin. Okay.
In California, yeah.
Okay. How'd you hear about it?
One of my buddies was doing it, and he was doing it just to kind of get away from the chain of command for a little bit. And he was like, come with me, let's go do this. And we did it, and he works for Siemens Gamesa now. He's an engineer over there, and he's loving his life, and I'm loving mine, and it turned out to be a great career choice.
So many folks have gone through Airstreams. We have quite a few at Altair. Any idea how many?
No, but I know we got a lot of veterans, and a lot of guys went through Airstreams.
Yeah. I don't know how many Airstreams. It's a pretty good number. Do you know how many veterans? Or
I don't. Last time I asked, we were 48% veterans, 48 or 49.
I thought it was more than that. Meekum was telling me we're like well above 50.
Really?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
in the
that's
60s.
awesome.
So I don't know. Chance would know. He keeps those
Yeah,
demographics.
we'll have to hit him up after this and see
Right.
where we're at.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know what is it, but once you get this interesting core group of great people,
Mm-hmm.
and especially with military folks, veteran people, they almost attract more.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens.
Well, when you're in the
Are
military,
you telling each other?
oh,
Does the word
absolutely.
get out somehow?
Absolutely. We're hitting up our buddies that are kind of struggling, and we're like, hey, look into this. Like, it's one of those you can get into it with no experience, no idea what you're doing, and learn the things and do the things. And it's kind of a quick turnaround. You can learn this stuff fairly quickly and be able to do your job. And then the military guys, tend to be good leaders too. And so then they can move up and it turns into a career rather quickly for those kinds of guys.
Somebody was telling me that for veterans, it feels like it's familiar.
It is.
Yeah, you may not be in the military, but if you're with the people that you did certain jobs, similar jobs and had that lifestyle, that it's familiar and comfortable.
Yeah, so you're just with a group of people and you get to be like really good friends with them and then you wake up, go to work, you go home, hang out with them, and you're with them 24/7. And it's the same thing in the military, you just kind of get sucked into a group and you get latch onto each other and become best friends, and then you just keep those contacts as you move on through life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it sure makes for a very strong team.
Oh, absolutely.
Unbelievable. It just takes care of each other.
Yeah.
In today's fast-paced industry, having the right tools isn't just an advantage, it's essential. That's where ETI Energy Tools comes in. With over 75 years of industry experience, they deliver strategic procurement solutions that enhance safety, efficiency, and cost savings. ETI provides industrial tools, safety gear, test and measurement equipment, and heavy repair solutions, all backed by a vast network of manufacturers. Whether it's tool kitting, PPE standardization, or high voltage tooling, ETI saves companies time and money while ensuring they have the right tools for the job. Contact ETI at etienergytools.com to learn more and gear up for success.
Okay, is MCE still your favorite?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. There's a lot of heavy lifting and long hours, but it's my favorite thing to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you've sure excelled in battery and solar.
Yeah.
So I'm happy you're working in battery and solar right now.
Yeah, I enjoy that too. It's just a different mentality, a different job, a whole different environment that you're working in. And it's a lot of tasks, but you can, all your tools are right there. You don't really have to, you still got to think and make sure you got all your tools before you start the job. But if you forget something, it's not a 300-foot climb and
right.
run to the truck, and it's just right there. You can, as long as you got your truck packed right, you got everything you could possibly need.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a nice, unique change. Right. In wind, prepping your toolkits.
Oh my gosh.
Crucial.
It's everything.
It's everything.
It can make a half-day job turn into a full-day, 2-day job if you're not properly set up.
Mm-hmm. I remember last summer, Tyler was like building extra toolkits, just based, is it a generator? Is it a gearbox? Is it a main shaft? Is it a pitch bearing? It's almost all the same tools, but if you have them kitted different and placed in the right areas of the turbine or the correct areas of the ground, it
changes everything.
It changes everything.
Oh, the E-Rad's up tower, I gotta go get it real quick, and you gotta climb all the way up there and then bring it all the way down and all that. And yeah, no, I like the way Tyler, I got to be on his job last year for a little bit, and the way he's running that crew and the way he's got it set up, he's got it dialed.
Yeah,
he's got it dialed.
He does good.
Yeah.
No, the tool kitting was a big deal, and I didn't understand it that well.
Yeah.
Billy called and he goes, I'd like to buy all these extra toolkit boxes, and told me this. I'm like, yes, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I know. But you're right. Okay. And solar. So, and you're a foreman on this
Yeah.
solar job.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Oh, it's going great. You know, it was kind of a quick start, I'll say.
Yeah.
You know, it's I think it was 3 days of notice. And I get down here and trying to set it all up, and it is a monster of a site. It is a monster project with a lot. We got 156,000 line items to address, and this is by far the largest spreadsheet I've ever had to deal with. And I know I've called you for help a few times with that, and just like, I need help. Like, this isn't working. I need to do something. And you've been crucial with that. And just like, hey, think about it like this, you know, do it. You're focusing too much on trying to fix one thing. Take a step back and fix the way you do it. You know, let's look at that. And we ended up finding a way that I'm not working till 9 o'clock every night.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
No, you have to approach it kind of like a construction job, right?
Yeah.
Where, yep, try and plan days in the future. I know we were talking about this, but don't be upset if you didn't get done today what you planned, right? You can add that to tomorrow's tasks or the day after. Go easy on yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
I was trying.
Do your best to project and then change when you have to.
I've led a lot of smaller projects, and you're able to just, you know, piecemeal exactly what you need. But I got 6 teams running around out here, and they're all doing, some teams are doing 200-300 line items a day. And yeah, I was getting to be a lot right out the gate. And, you know, I'm still refining my processes and still changing things here and there and changing up the teams and how I do it. And it's just getting better and better.
Yeah. My dad, carpenter, and I think of days like we're maybe, hey, we're going to stand trusses today, right?
Yeah.
So you bring an extra crew and it's your extra people. And hey, if it's 5 o'clock, he was quitting. Adam, it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it didn't quite go to plan, but it'll be here tomorrow.
You know, that's a big thing that I've struggled with especially this job, is not getting it done today. You know, and like coming from the military, you got to get it done. You got to do it. Not doing it's not an option. We're going to stay till it's done. And that's a mentality that's been very successful and very helpful throughout my career. But, you know, there's a point, and you got to be able to take a step back and look at it and just be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're responsible for 14 other people.
Yeah, I got 14 guys under me, and 12 of them are subcontractors.
Yeah, you're responsible for a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So it's not pushing them to get something done.
Yeah.
No matter how much time, it's keeping them safe.
Yeah, and that's a
Quality work.
big thing I've been pushing with these guys is, you know, just do it right. I don't care how many you do in a day. I don't care. Like, here's our target. But if you only do this many, that's fine too. But do it right, do it safe. You know, I tell them, do the things. Do the things. Take a step back and look at what you're doing. What we're doing out here it's the same thing every day, multiple times a day. And so it's repetitive. And, you know, you got to be able to catch those leading indicators for issues. And so I look at their paperwork at the end of the day, and I notice something's not filled out. I'm like, hey, this is the first step in complacency, is being like, oh, you know, I didn't fill out that box. It'll be all right.
Yes. Good for you.
Yeah.
Those fundamentals.
Yeah.
Right?
Take it back to the beginning and just do it.
Yeah.
Do the things.
If you just stick to the fundamentals, everybody's going to be safe. And you're going to have quality work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some days will be more productive than others. You know, accept that.
Yeah.
But don't accept poor quality and no cutting corners on safety.
Yeah, there's no
Never
point.
cut a corner on safety. But solar is so unique, right?
Yeah.
The electrical hazards.
Oh, it's unreal. It's different.
Right?
Yeah.
You have power flowing 2 directions when the sun's up, and you can even have some from moonlight.
Yeah. That was one of the cool things that I learned. I think last year, the year before, it was like, oh, these things will track all night long. Oh shit, that was 2 years ago, actually.
Yeah.
Before I was at Altair. Yeah.
Yes. So disconnect here, still potential there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So you can turn it all the way off, and you can isolate it all the way down, and you still have power. And it's not a little bit of power either. It's a lot of, their voltage is there. You know, you kill the box, the amperage goes away, so there's no current, but that voltage is still there. And if you make a path to ground, that amperage will be there.
They're running 1,000-volt strings,
These ones out here, yeah, they're just shy of 1,000 volts,
right?
They're like 980 something at full go. Normally we see about 800 and change.
And then when it's connected, you get, do you know how much current per string?
We're seeing anything from 5.5 to 6.5 amps per string. Yeah.
Okay. This is deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly.
Yeah. It's nothing to joke around about. And I got a lot of green guys on this project. And so it's not like I can just, you know, turn them loose and they can do their thing. You know, I've had to teach a lot of these guys personally. I had to go out with them and teach them. And I got William Taylor. He's my second on this job, and he's very good at what he does. And I was able to teach him, and then he just picked it up right away and just ran with it. And so he's been helping me teach them. We've been running around doing audits on the guys, make sure they're doing things right and taking it seriously, and they are. And it's good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, also, and this is California, you know about wildfires out here.
Oh, yeah.
It's fire season. It's the other thing. It's the other risk, right? When you get the hot spots, or maybe if you cut a corner on safety, you're also risking fire.
Yeah. One of the guys that works at this site was telling me he was drilling a rivet out a couple years ago, and a hot piece of metal dropped and it lit the field on fire he was on. And by the time he was able to make the phone call to say, hey, we got a fire, it already burned up an inverter's worth of panels. It wasn't affecting the panels. It was a low fire, but it burned that much grass that fast, and the wind was blowing and it was just eating.
Those are scary for us out here.
Yeah. Yeah, it can get around you, and it might be quick, but it's hot.
Yes, it's hot. And it can't, so fast.
Yeah.
Get away from you so fast.
Yeah. And so one of the things we're doing is we lay a fire blanket down, and we got fire extinguishers on deck ready to go, and someone's always watching.
Love to hear that. Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. What? So 6.5 years in the industry?
6.5 years in the industry, going on 7.
18?
Yeah, November of 2018.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And then you did 4 years?
4 years in the Marines.
Yeah. 10 years, 29. Okay. Yeah, almost 7 years.
Almost
gotcha.
7 years coming up on it.
I got
And
you.
it's funny. I was talking to somebody the other day at the bar about it, and I think I told them I've been doing this for 8 years. And I did the math this morning. I was like, oh, man.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Getting there, though.
Getting there.
That's an impressive career.
Thank you.
And kudos for just, that transition and jumping right in, going for it. And then all of it has been on the road. Is that right?
All of it.
Nearly 7 years traveling on the road. What's that like?
Oh, it's hard. I'm home 4 or 5 weeks out of the year, I think, and it's hard. But make the money while I can, and when you're not on the road and you're stationary in this industry, you kind of get locked into one job, and you get really good at that job, but you don't have that diversity that really teaches you how these things work and how to work on them. And so I can be up troubleshooting a wind turbine and then change the pitch ram on it. Like I can be, on a site and troubleshoot a gear or a generator and be like, oh, this generator's bad. Do you want me to swap it out for you? And having that background, having that diversity is key. Like I think that is so important. Like you get doing one job, you get good at it, but you don't have that versatility in your toolbox.
I think what I heard is it's difficult to be away from home.
It's hard.
It's difficult to change your address over and over and over.
Yeah.
But what I'm hearing is it's worth it for the career.
It's worth it.
You're learning more than you would ever learn just sitting at one site.
Absolutely. When I talk to guys coming in or want to come in, I always tell them travel. travel out the gate, find out what you're good at and what you like to do before you just get locked in and get stuck doing something that you're not using your full potential to do. Yeah.
It was the same for me. I didn't go that many years full on the road. I think I did 2 or 3 years on the road. Our R&R schedule was worse than yours.
I've heard about it.
2
Yeah.
days. We got like a weekend home every 4 or 6 weeks. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But similar story. I became so much more proficient. I mean, I was an expert in so many areas. It propelled my career technically past a lot of folks because, you know, I went and did the similar sacrifice, but got all these other experiences. Other countries too.
Yeah.
Where turbines weren't running or
I haven't
things
gotten
were
to do
breaking
that
down.
yet, but I'm waiting. I'm going to jump on that opportunity and get it.
Back when I was started, though, there wasn't a whole lot around the planet. You know, it was still a younger industry. So, you know, now there are people that know how to fix things in these other countries, but back then there weren't. So I got to go.
Yeah, and another piece is you get to work on so many different platforms too. It's not just, oh, I'm a GE troubleshooter and and you get to work on the Vestases, you get to work on the Gamesas, you get to work on the GEs, you get to work on the Sungrows, the PEs, the EOS, the everything. You know, you get to see it all. And then once you get enough different platforms under your belt, and then you're doing wind, solar, battery, it starts to align, and they use all the same parts, and they use all the same. It's the same general idea,
right?
And then once you figure that out, then you can do it.
Yep.
You know,
it is the same general idea. Take a kinetic energy, whether it's sun or wind or whatever it is. You need to get it to become electrical energy transfer. Some's mechanical, solar's not, right? And then it's conversion techniques. And you're right, you're going to see the same components over and over again, slight tweaks and changes, and then unique software.
Yeah, the software.
That's the one that
piece,
changes every
That's a
time.
hard one, and that changes all the time. They push updates all the time, and it changes, and then the way you talk to it changes, and then, you know, I remember chasing my first networking problems with IPs and gates and all that's a hard one to learn.
Yeah,
That's a hard one to learn. Yeah.
those are tough. The IT people do well in that, or the folks that,
Yeah, that's a whole different language that I've struggled with learning that one, but I've had some good teachers over the years and learned some tricks, learned some different softwares to use to try to do it. But that's an always changing piece.
You just rattled off like a dozen OEMs, original equipment manufacturer. Trying to stay away from acronyms, but I forget. You rattled off a dozen OEMs, and 6.5 years. There are lots of folks that are in this industry, and they know one.
Yeah.
Right? They get stuck there. And you've already highlighted it. I'm just going to say it again. If you want to know more, you've got to join a crew that's traveling.
Yeah.
Where you get that opportunity to see the different pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, and every OEM has their own kind of procedures and the way that they do things. And once you get around enough, you can use some of those tricks that they use. Like, this is how we do this over here. And then you go back to the other platform, like, hey, that's going to work here too. Yeah.
Very nice, boy. For enjoying the career advice from the podcast, you just gave some crucial career advice. I don't get too many younger techs yet on the podcast. I'm really hoping to change that.
Yeah, me too.
To tell these stories.
They kind of, it's kind of scary, and when you're younger, you don't have that huge background. You don't have that, political experience either, being able to know how to talk, how to say what you're trying to say,
Yes. No one does. I didn't either. All right. I had to take classes. I read a slew of books. They're in an attic for the last 10 years of my life now, but I was thinking about cracking them open.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's time to teach some more.
Yeah.
Right. So And I know we wanted to get into like leadership styles and stuff. Maybe tell a few other work stories, but tell me about the non-work piece of the lifestyle of traveling. What's it like?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. You get paired up with the crew, and in my 6.5 years of doing this, there hasn't been anybody that I haven't been able to really, vibe with. There's been a few slow starts, but, you learn people and you meet a bunch of different people and you become like best friends because you're just together all the time. And you go to work and then you go home and then you're staying in the same trailer park and then you're or RV park, and then you go to the bars, you go to dinner, and you're just with them all the time, and you have to be able to adjust and be able to keep that relationship healthy between them, because if you start having problems, and it'll bleed into work, and then work becomes miserable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's good, and what you're saying is embrace the friendships,
embrace the friendships,
don't make new friends,
and be willing to make adjustments to yourself and your personality to be able to keep those relationships healthy with the people you work with.
Gosh, all right, this is deep. That's deep. Embrace the friendships for the quality of life, because you're alone on the road for the most part. But then the other key benefit is the work efficiency and comfortability.
Yeah, and everybody's out here just trying to do a job, and they're not here to make your life a problem, and you're not there to make their life a problem. And if you guys can work together, it's awesome. And once that crew starts vibing, it's something else.
I don't know if I ever really thought about it quite that way, about the intention of creating the relationship for the work time.
Yeah.
Did you come up with that on your own? How'd you learn this? Is it military? Where'd this come from?
Well, so when I first started, Ross Bowman was the first wind tech I ever met, and him and Austin Harris. Austin Harris was my first lead, and they did a very good job of being inclusive and bringing everybody in and getting to learn about everybody outside of work and keeping the team together outside of work. And so it's kind of just the way I was taught from the beginning. And as the lead, it's your job to kind of keep that environment going, that healthy work environment. And the way to do that's outside of work when you're on the road.
Gotcha. What are some of the hobbies? I heard you went golfing yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I went golfing yesterday. And I do woodworking out of the trailer, and I etch glass, and just different things to kind of keep me busy. I haven't been able to do much of any of those on this job, but keeping yourself busy and being productive, Yeah,
you got to have hobbies.
Yeah.
You got to have
something to go do to just get your mind off of it, because when you're working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, it's a lot. And you got to be able to go unwind. You got to do something.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. I think we have 3 or 4 Altair people in the area.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you had 3 of them out golfing yesterday.
3 of them out golfing yesterday. Yeah, that's working on that workplace environment outside of work. We had a blast.
Amazing.
Will hasn't done a lot of golfing, and it was Celine's first time.
Okay.
And so we were able to just have a blast with it. And I mean, I think we all shot a 130, 140, 150 something. So it was ridiculous, but
no need to keep score,
but it was so much fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Kudos. I love that. Kudos. And that's fun, silly time then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
we're having some drinks.
We're not pro golfing.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, we're playing a golf course with no water, and I think we all went through a pack of balls. Like a whole, I think I went through 14 or 15. And,
oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. It was a good time.
So just laugh and have fun.
Just laugh and having fun.
Laugh and have fun.
Have some drinks and just have a good time.
You're good at that. I'm always jealous of the golf shirts. I wore a silly shirt.
I looked at it. I looked at one of mine today, and I was like, I almost did. I should have. But
you got great, funny shirts. I love it. No, that's why. All right, I'm gonna wear a funny shirt.
Yeah, those golf shirts. Natalia got me those.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Those are
she
good.
just showed up with them, and I was like, "Oh, these are fantastic!" And I've been thinking, I just ordered some Hawaiian shirts with the Altair like embedded in the Hawaiian print, so I'm excited for those to show
Oh,
up.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Just having fun.
just having fun.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Altair Energy Services, and their highly trained, expert technical staff, leveraging decades of renewable power management experience into customized solutions for everyone to meet their energy goals and contribute to a better future for all. Altair's team of hardworking, respected experts are providing full-scope, turnkey repairs, planned and unplanned maintenance, system upgrades, fully autonomous technical crews, supplemental staffing, and customized dynamic scheduling to fit your power production needs. Contact Altair at info@altairenergyservices.com and learn more about their wide range of capabilities across multiple power technologies and platforms.
All right. So we wanted to talk a little bit about leadership styles, right? You were telling me that's so this is a new area that you're focusing on,
Yeah.
being the foreman out here for a DC Health crew. And you got all new people.
Yeah, I got
Some
mostly
you've never met.
Yeah, I got mostly new people out here, new to the industry and as a whole. And so usually in my history, I've been leading teams of guys that know what they're doing. And so this one, you have to be able to adjust your leadership styles in order to address the work that's in front of you.
Okay.
Like you have to be able to make adjustments in how you lead the team and how you do the things so that you can do the things, you know?
Tell some stories.
Oh,
How's that
man.
going? Is this the first time you've had to flex those skills?
Yeah.
And change your leadership style?
Yeah. It's so normally when I do it up till now, I've been able to just tell the guys, hey, this is what we're doing today. And they go do it. And a lot of times they're better at doing it than I am.
Is that autocratic?
I just read them over before this, but I already forgot what they were.
I can't remember. You and I just went through this earlier
Yeah.
this year. I can't remember right now either.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in that leadership class, and I don't remember the nomenclature of those, but being able to read through those and being able to reflect on your leadership style and know that there's other ways to do it, and you can change how you do things.
So the autocratic method wasn't working, right?
No, it had to turn into more of a...
Before you tell me what it turned into,
Okay.
tell me how you knew it wasn't working.
Oh, that's a good question. I think it was more of a preemptive thing, like, oh, this is not gonna work. I don't think we got into like this isn't working, but I had a lot of new guys that needed a lot of supervision and a lot of training and a lot of, so I had to be able to have Will go out there with some teams, and then I went with some teams and, kept the teams close together so we could keep a really close eye on them. And it wasn't just turn them loose kind of a deal. It was hey, we need to baby step this, and we need to be able to do it one thing at a time. And so we started with the troubleshooting of the panels, IR scans, VOC, ISC, run them through the lotto. And just a month ago, these guys were learning how to do the lotto, and I think we've done 1,200 lottos. Of those combiner boxes. It's a quick and easy lotto, but that kind of repetitiveness, it gets
1,200 electrical lottos in a month is a lot.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
and we've done 500 module swaps, and we've done 700 or 800 and change troubleshoots. So we're looking at 1,500 lottos there.
Okay. So you're not wanting to risk complacency. You know that is going to be a heavy risk area for you and
that's
your crew.
going to be our biggest issue moving forward. And I think I've been doing a good job of catching it on the paper, like just the paperwork at the end of the day. Like I think we talked about this earlier, but they sometimes, you don't fill out a box in the top in the admin section, or you you know, you just end up writing the same things in the how do we do today box in the bottom. And it's like, those are leading indicators, I think is the word you use for that. But you got to be able to catch that early and then really stress with the guys like, hey, this is important.
Appreciate you using one of my lean buzzwords there,
Yeah.
leading indicators. That's good. But you're absolutely right. It is a leading because you didn't have an incident.
Yeah.
We do say if there's no paperwork, then Lotto didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're taking it very seriously,
Yeah.
every little bit of it. Perfect.
Yeah, so I did an audit last Friday where I went around and I was able to catch all the guys working under Lotto when I showed up, which was awesome. So I was able to like, hey, you're using all your locks. You guys have the paperwork filled out properly and you're filling it out in real time. And everybody's signing their own box and they're doing the right things and it's exciting.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're changing leadership styles.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So it's more of a hands-on kind of dictatorship style right now. And it's like, this is what you're doing today. This is the steps you're gonna take. And having to do that, it's different. But as we progress and as the guys are kind of finding their stride and getting into this, you know, I'm starting to back off a little bit from that super strict dictatorship style and moving back into my normal, which is kind of, you guys have the authority to do what you do.
Okay. Empowerment.
Yeah.
Excellent. Scary transition.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different.
You might think about phasing it in, go a little bit more democratic style, right?
Yeah.
Hear from them, make them part of the decisions.
Oh yeah, we
and
do
then
that.
see that happen, and then you can go to some more empowerment.
Yeah, we do
afterwards.
that. We do that every day. So at the bottom of our JSAs, there's some boxes that say, what do we do well? What can we do better? And I really stress with the guys, like those are important conversation starters for your team. And then I also encourage them to put stuff in there that I can be doing better as well. And so then we have a little meeting at the end of the day where we talk and we go, hey, how'd it go today? You know, and then I ask those questions and we have a conversation about it and we make adjustments and, you know, just kind of streamline the process and figure out how can we do this the best we can.
Okay. All right. Kudos, man. I'm proud of you for choosing the different leadership styles, knowing that they're there. I think that was what I was trying to message the most during our class earlier this year. Was
that class was awesome. It really made me take a step back and look at myself and like, wow, you kind of do just do the same thing. You know, you found your leadership style and you're running with it, but there's so many different ways to approach it. There's so many different ways to do it and to start practicing those and kind of trying them out and seeing that they work too. And then I'm learning right now the different situations to use the different styles.
It's an aha moment for most people. It was for me too, to find out that my style wasn't my style. It was just one of a list of leadership styles that somehow I resonated with or somehow got pushed into. But you have the ability, every person does, just to choose which style to use based on the need, the time, the task, the people.
Yeah.
Right. That's what good leaders do.
I mean, that can change.
Become all of them when
that can change within minutes too, which ones you're using. You're talking to one guy who requires a different leadership style, and you're talking to another guy that needs a different one. And so you gotta, what I'm working on right now is being able to flip that switch back and forth and just kind of exercise it and kind of play with it and see who responds to what.
Yep. Those are setup questions from the teacher, right?
Yeah.
When I ask, what's your style, right?
Yeah.
And everybody has a great answer. They think, you know, but that's the setup, right? You have to learn about yourself first, and then you can learn about what else is out there.
Yeah.
And then you just choose to be that person
Absolutely.
for the benefit of the others. Good for you.
And it's the leadership style and how you teach them too. You know, everybody learns differently. Everybody kind of resonates differently with different ways you teach them, and then you got to lead them. And sometimes those are completely different between teaching and leading too. And those ones are kind of tricky because they learn one way and then that leadership style kind of goes with that. But then once they figure it out, then you're like, oh, they don't need that anymore. You know, they need this other one. And so Yeah.
I'd like to take this time to thank another one of our wonderful sponsors, Podge Engineering. Podge Engineering, making wind and solar all we know it can be. Are your renewable energy assets underperforming or not performing at all? Did you expect many years of longevity and they're failing on you now? Podge LLC offers many customized, engineered products and solutions to get these assets back on track. Podge Engineering also performs root cause analysis, engineering services, procurement, and construction. Visit podge.org. That's PADGE.org. Remember Podge, making wind and solar all we know it can be.
We did spend quite a bit of time talking about how to identify motivational characteristics in the people around us, right? So you're paying attention to that.
Yep.
We didn't get into learning styles, did we? Does a
I think
person
we talked about it a little bit, but we didn't have
visual, audible,
a breakdown
hands-on?
like we did with the leadership styles, where there was words like titles and all of that. But we did kind of talk about how do we teach someone, and then we all kind of do the same idea is what I picked up from that. We just call it something different. Yeah.
Do you know what your learning style is?
My learning style is the same way I start when I teach people, and then I kind of adjust it as I go, but I call it the see, do, teach method. And so I show them, or I get shown how to do it, and I ask questions and all that, and then I get hands-on and I do it. And then, so when I'm teaching people, I show them, I let them do it, let them ask questions, let them figure it out, and I kind of I watch them, make sure they're not going to hurt themselves, but I let them do it their own way. And then once they kind of get that hammered down, I have them teach me how to do it. And I try to ask them the same questions they ask me, and then I throw some curveballs in there too. And once they can teach me how to do it, and then I'm okay with how they teach it, I like it, then I'll sign off on them being able to do that task all on their own with
Great
their own
process.
team and everything.
Great process. Yeah. Kudos. Did we get into the people, visual learner, audible learner, hands-on learner? Did we get into
I don't
those?
think we talked about it in that class, but we have talked about it with that same group of guys on other calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For example, I'm a stronger visual learner. So I see it and read it. It's stuck.
Yeah. I'm a hands-on. I got to do it. I can read the procedure. I can read about it, but it doesn't stick until I get my hands on and do it.
Yep. If I rank myself, it's visual, hands-on, then audible.
Yeah.
And I think yours is hands-on, visual, then audible.
Yeah.
Do you want to know a technique and how to know what the person I can tell.
I would love that.
There's a trick.
Yeah.
You want to learn the trick?
Yeah.
It's your eyes.
Really?
So when you're talking to somebody, and if they look up to think about something, they're visual. If they stay level, it's audible. And if they look down, it's hands-on. You look down a lot and you can move your hands with it. Huh. So it's a strong tell. It also means that's, very strong, learning style for you.
Yeah.
But you can, if you pay attention to people's eyes.
I'll have to start looking for that.
Yep.
Yeah. Just look down again.
Yeah. It's fine. It's normal. Yeah. It's good to do it. No. And I used to get teased because I would look up when I'd get questions about schematics and parts and things, and people would come into my office and go, "Is it written up there, Adam? Where is it at?" Because I'm very strong visual. So, but if you give me a minute, like I'm turning the pages and then I can see it and call it out, right? But that's my style, right? Where you might,
I gotta do it.
Yeah, that's where it is, and then you remember. Yeah. Sometimes even I'll like write with my finger even on my leg and watch it, because the writing, if I can see the letters, then it sticks. Like if I don't have a chance to take a note, you'll see me cheating sometimes, like writing sentences with my finger. But once you know how it is, then you can also, reinforce.
Yeah.
To make sure that your long-term memory gets triggered.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have to start watching for that.
Yeah, watch people's eyes.
Yeah.
And then you can tell.
It's crazy that it's just something so simple. And you can learn a lot from it. Yeah.
Not a lot of people are audible, right? We think we take in information well, audibly, but it mostly is triggering a lot of short-term memory kind of muscles. The long-term's not there. It's why people don't remember names so well. You hear it, and then you forget the name. I'm the worst.
Oh, I'm so
So
bad,
if I need to remember somebody's name, I used to do the trick, say it 3 times, 5 times back, still doesn't work for me.
It doesn't.
But if I write down, if I spell it out, Braden, now I'll remember.
Really?
This stupid thing with my finger. So, sometimes you got to find your way to help trigger that long-term memory.
I'm still calling people by the wrong name on this project. It is, I mean, I got 15 guys or 13 guys that I didn't know before. And so, I got 2 brothers and they look very identical. And it's Trayvon and Breon. And I get those 2. Now they know, and I just look at both of them and they just point, that's Trayvon.
They look identical, huh?
Oh, they look so similar.
But not twins.
Not twins. Yeah.
Close in age?
I think so. I think there's a few years difference there, but I'm not positive on that.
Okay.
But they look very identical. You can tell they're brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Colton was telling me last weekend somebody came up talking to him thinking they were talking to me.
I mean, that's an understandable. That's an understandable.
He's the son.
You guys look so much.
He had a conversation. He goes, no. Adam's my dad. Adam, what do you mean? No. I'm Colton. Adam's my dad.
Yeah, when he was on that Solar Star project, when I drove in the first day, I was like, oh, Adam's here. And he turned around like, wait a minute.
Maybe not.
That's not Adam.
That's pretty good. Okay. So leadership styles, you get to learn a lot about that with your colleagues earlier, and now you get to put them to practice.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It's difficult and it's interesting, but I think I'm getting better at it. So
sounds like it. This is the only way you get better.
Yeah,
is that you get to go practice it.
Yeah,
and make your own mistakes, and then learn and keep going. I remember during class, you're great with the written word.
Thank you.
Very excellent writing techniques and styles. You've clearly spent a lot of time working on the use of the written word, and then now it's Excel.
Oh
and
man,
data.
there's a lot that thing does. Yeah,
and I would say we could teach a class on it, but the truth is there's so much on YouTube. Just everybody go to YouTube University and type in Excel for beginners, intermediate, advanced Excel. You'll find 20 different people that are going to give you a lesson. And what I say is listen to a few and find the voice that doesn't drive you nuts, right? Because we're all different. We all want to hear a different tone or a cadence or something. Some want slower, some want faster. Find the one that works and then watch their series. Do it along with them.
Yeah, I've been doing that a little bit out here, and it's like I haven't picked one yet, but I've been, Googling a lot and trying to find a lot of information. And I feel like it's easier to start at the beginning, even if you kind of are learning the same stuff, than it is to try to find one specific thing, because then you're going down a rabbit hole. It's like, oh yeah, and then you reference your pivot table and you're like, what the hell's a pivot table? And then you're like, holy cow.
Are those working for you now?
Yeah, those are
and then
cool.
you punch up the new sheet so you can look at it, I don't know, an inverter or some specific area, and bam.
Yeah, and then you can use that, and you can start finding trends, and you can start finding those kind of things. And oh man, I think I got my first pivot table to work this week.
Congrats!
It's something. It's confusing, and there's a lot going on. But once you kind of get it kind of just goes, and there's a lot of information you can pull out of those.
That's why a lot of companies still use Excel and don't cut in a new software service for quite a few things. I mean, finances is, to me, the one that I don't know if I'll ever get away from Excel for cost modeling and financial planning and, running actuals against forecast. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
It's manual. It's hours. But boy, when you have a formula wrong or something's off, it's very apparent.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, that doesn't make sense. And so you got to diving into that and trying to find it. That's difficult too. You know, and I've learned so much about Excel in the past month. It's ridiculous, but I used to think I was good at it, and I found out I'm not. And there's so much more that tool can that tool can do.
There's quite a bit I don't ever use with Excel that others do, and macros and dashboards and things that
even got into those yet.
I love that stuff, but I don't
Yeah.
have the time to make it look too fancy. Just get the answer I need.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, getting to practice new leadership. Written word all the time, because this is communication from your team to the customer.
Yep.
Internal customers, right? Internal Altair, external customer to Altair.
Yep.
And then now this monster of an Excel sheet
Yeah.
that you get to then create the work order for tomorrow.
Yep.
And I'm never going to stop telling you, try and make a work order for 5 days in a row.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think you're going to figure it out.
I kind of just like, hey, this is the order we're going in. This is what we're doing. And then I just work my way down the list. And I keep the guys, I try to keep them separated out in the field a little bit so they're not running into each other and working on top of each other. And so I just print off the first 2 pages and let them run with it. And then the next day I just print off wherever we left off. Those get filtered out, and I just print the same 2 pages, but they're different. And
Got the mobile office now? Is the printer in the truck? Or
not yet. That's
not
on
yet?
the to-do list this weekend. I know I've been saying that for a little bit.
You still going to do it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know,
That way you can change on the fly.
I did look into those. I ordered one of those little tabletops that go in the truck. You were telling
Like
me.
hangs on the steering
Hangs
wheel?
on the steering wheel, and it gives you a little desk. And
I think I need to see what you got.
yeah, I'm gonna get it and see if it was a cheap one. So I'm gonna see if it's any good or just some cheap.
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, once I find one that works, I'll let you know.
There's so many days.
Oh,
I call it the truckfuss, right? For years, Jacob knows this. He goes, "What are you saying?" You say the truck. A truck has been my office for so many years on the road. And you get tired of like turning to the console, or you're way back, but then it's not comfortable because it's on your lap.
You can't get it flat because the steering wheel's in the way, so you're kind of trying to.
And the screen's
like
a little
that.
bit
You're
messed
moving
up.
Sunshades around so you can see your screen and all, and yeah, it's a good time.
So my spot, I think I was telling you, I sit in the back seat in the middle, and I use the center console as the desk. Except it's not quite right either because you're leaned into it. Yeah. Right. But
and my whole back seat's full of tools and PPE and all kinds of good stuff back there. So
right. Okay. So now they have them to hang from the steering wheel. I'm gonna be interested to hear about this.
Yeah, they got
might join that.
They got some expensive looking contraptions too that like go on the floor and then come up and it's like a little swing thing, but I don't want to spend that kind of money just yet. I'm gonna see what works, but
yeah, I don't know if I need something permanently mounted either.
I don't know.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Making it work.
Making it work.
All right. What are some of your goals? Do you have career goals that you'd like to share?
Yeah. So I'm working and I'm learning to, be the best leader I can be right now. But ultimately, I'd like to get off the road and get moved up into a management spot. And I know we got some that are open right now, but Adam and Chance are going to pick the best person to fill that spot. And hopefully, if it's not me, I get some good feedback, and so I know what to work on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I think you're well on your way. Top marks from my class earlier this year. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
Top marks, buddy. And then you also, did you do 1 or 2 classes?
Outside of work?
Outside of work?
Yeah.
On your own?
I'm working on
What'd
my
you
4th
take?
one right now. So I've done intro to business, principles of management, HR management, and project management. And I've been doing it on Sophia Learning, which is you just pay a monthly fee and you do it at your own pace, and you get to read through the material, and then they got some tests thrown in there, some quizzes, and then you do it. Then you do a project at the end of it, and it's either writing a paper or doing them. One of them's a presentation that I didn't actually have to give the presentation, but it's got speaker notes at the bottom, and so you have to write it like you're going to give the presentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to give classes on presenting things. We could maybe do one of those.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Would you? All right. I don't know if that's useful for managers today. Maybe it is. Probably is. Yeah. We're still doing that stuff.
Let's thank our friends over at Renew Safety, your proactive partner in safety solutions. With comprehensive safety consulting, ensuring compliance with all safety regulations and standards. Expert staffing solutions, providing trained safety professionals tailored to your project's needs. Commitment to sustainability, promoting a safe and sustainable working environment. Contact Renew Safety at info@renewsafety.com and speak to one of their industry experts about their proven track record for safety management on numerous projects. Or perhaps you're looking for construction safety staffing, contractor monitoring, incident investigation, or program development and training. Check out Renew Safety at renewsafety.com.
Okay. So you're working hard for a shot at a manager job.
Yeah.
What about after that?
I don't know. That's kind of my goal right now. And then when I get there, I got to focus on learning it and being able to be the best me I can be at that. And then I'll probably look forward after that and see where I want to go next.
Okay.
That's kind of the way I have it laid out.
Planning to stay in the industry long term?
I would love to. I love this industry, and I love especially I'd like to stay with Altair too, because Altair does it different. Altair is a fantastic, best company I've ever worked for.
Well, what are you liking about it?
Oh.
Let's go ahead and tell others.
Man, so we get a lot of freedom as leadership out in the field at Altair. And, you need something, you need a tool, you want to try something a little different. You call them and they're like, yeah, go for it. Let's try it, see if it works. And then we also get to work wind, solar, battery. Everybody gets to work everything. And, I kind of had to piecemeal it when I first started doing it when I was at previous companies and switch divisions and switch everything, change managers. Oh. And here we get to do it all and really diversify our portfolios and be able to build a team that can tackle everything.
So that's more unique than other companies.
Yeah, it is. I love it. I want to see where it goes and see we have, I don't know if I can say this, but we have 100% customer return rate, and we've been doing it for 2 years, and it is something that I've never seen before at a company, and there's a reason that we have that, and I think it has a lot to do with how we build our teams and how we train our guys.
Love hearing it. I think I really appreciate hearing it from your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think I talk about it at least 2 or 3 times a month on our all hands, the fundamentals on why our clients come back to us.
Yeah.
Can you go over that for us so that other techs can hear it?
So we really stress the importance of just doing it right and being able to take a little longer if it needs to be done, and going back and when you finish the job, if you screwed something up, you got to go back and you got to fix it. You can't try to hide it. And
honesty, integrity.
Yeah, and just doing the right things. And there's a lot of it going on out there where, we screwed that up, but no one will ever notice that, And it's like, well, we got to do it right. And so we'll go back, we'll do it again. And a lot of the stuff we talk about on our meetings too, it's we spend a lot of time preparing for a job and setting things up and doing the right things before we even start. So that way when we get there and we get started, we got it.
Every morning.
Simple,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Plan
and it only takes 20 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes. And you sit down, and if it's a repetitive task, you make sure you have the toolkits, you make sure you have enough rivets, you make sure you have enough drill bits, you got the parts you need to swap in, you got all the tools for anything that can kind of come up in that job, and you talk about it with your guys, and you talk about, hey, this has been different, this is something I've run into before, let's bring those channel locks, we might need them.
Yeah. right?
And all the techs here, we've been pushing a start work authority.
I love this one. I love this
Me
one.
too. And it's something that,
So simple and brilliant.
oh yeah, and it's, you don't start the job until everybody says, let's do it. And when you say, let's do it, you have everything you need to do your portion of the task. So when everyone says, let's go, let's get started, everything's there, everything's ready, and everybody knows exactly what they're doing.
Start work authority.
Yeah.
Start work, and not to confuse with stop work authority. So we've, just for everyone listening too, we've tweaked that a little bit to stop work responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. It's your responsibility to stop work.
And I've called some stop works on some big projects, and it's scary when you got, the manufacturer breathing down your neck and trying to be like, why'd we stop? I'm like, we don't have the SDS for this. We don't have what we need. And they're like, oh, you don't need that. Like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And we need it to move forward. So let's get the paperwork. Let's get what we need. And then we can get back to work. But let's just take a minute and get what we need.
I think, the client you're working for right now, they called the stop works good catches.
Oh, the near misses, they call them good catches.
No, not a near miss. It's just a stop work.
Yeah. They
So
call
not a near miss. So there wasn't an
Oh yeah, it's a
incident
potential near miss. Yeah.
So it's a stop work.
Yeah, so if you stop
A
work,
good catch. I thought, that's brilliant.
and I'm on their meetings every morning too, and they talk about it every day. They got a good catch,
Good catch.
and then they talk about it as a team. And every now and again, you're like, well, I was doing that yesterday. Maybe I need to rethink what I'm doing out here.
I've always celebrated stop work events, right? And often given small awards and things out for them. But it's hard to get people to celebrate a stop work because, yes, you might have shut down a whole site. You're nervous. You're scared. Maybe you're just nervous even if you're with one other person.
Yeah. Like a stop work doesn't need to be a big, huge ordeal. It does when it needs to be. But most of the stop works that we call out in the field, it's just like, hey,
Quick timeout.
yeah, hey, what do we? How do we do this? Like something changed. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. Like how do we handle this? And it gives you an opportunity to kind of step back and look at it. And
I love this good catch phrase.
yeah, I like it.
Yes, this makes sense. It makes you understand that you should celebrate. Good catch.
Yeah,
Good catch. Yeah, we need to incorporate that probably.
yeah,
That was brilliant.
I like it. Yeah.
Me too. Good catch. All right. I got, what were we talking about? Oh, fundamentals. Right?
Fundamentals.
Yeah.
And it all comes back to the fundamentals and just doing the right things.
It's simple. Don't overcomplicate it. It's simple. And then everybody needs to work on their career. I love what you were saying about your path, right? And yes, there is sacrifice. Nothing great comes easy. That's just not how this life works. So you have to put in the time and you have to sacrifice. And often being away from home is that one.
Yeah, it's a big one, and it's hard, and it's hard on the people back home. Like Natalia does a great job, and I love her for it. But I get sucked into my work a lot too. So it's like I'm working all day, and I go home and I'm prepping for the next day and working. And she's like, "You need to take a break, and we need to just have a phone call. Let's just talk for 20 minutes. Like, you need a break, and let's do it."
And do you listen?
Oh, I try. I try. But no, she's fantastic.
Yeah. I know you don't sometimes.
Oh, I know.
But I have no room to talk. I'm not.
It's hard. It's hard when you got your groove going and you're getting into it, but then it's 8, 9 o'clock and you're like, oh shit, I didn't call her.
Yeah. I know. I can be a workaholic. I'm not great at that balance, and I know it.
It's something I've been working on.
Yeah, I know. Good. That is, it's a sign of a successful person, but some of the downside.
Yeah, and it's hard. And I'm not going to say I'll ever be perfect. Nobody's ever perfect, but no, she rolls with it and she does a great job.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. But you'll find more balance.
Absolutely.
It'll come. It'll come. Well, you're already finding it.
Yeah.
On this project.
Yeah, I've taken, just with what you've helped me with, it's taken about 3 hours off my night. So I got it down to about 45 minutes after work now. to be fully prepared for the next day and be able to just show up at work and do it. So yeah,
I think you can cut that in half again.
I think so.
Yeah,
And
you may not be able to get down to 0.
I don't think so, but I think I can get it down about probably half hour, maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah,
is my goal.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
And that's not unreasonable, right? Or not uncommon for the foreman or the lead or the manager or whatever, those job types to spend an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's at the end of the day. Sometimes it's at the start of the day.
Sometimes it's both.
Sometimes. Right. But one or the other, typically.
Yeah.
I think in our industry, a lot of the leaders like to do the start of the day.
Yeah.
Like to get in a little earlier, assess current status, what was completed yesterday, what should be completed today, how about tomorrow? A lot of them like the early morning. I know I always did. I think it's because my brain's a little sharper.
Yeah, I like doing it in the evenings.
And you like the evening?
Yeah, because if I'm not set up for the next day, then I find it's hard to sleep.
Okay.
So thinking about it.
Yes.
And that consumes my thoughts for the rest of the day and stuff. So
no, I get that.
Yeah.
I think you might find, a year of leadership roles, you'll relax a little bit more, but that's standard.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through that. Holy smokes. Yeah. Where are we at? We're doing good. Actually, we've gone an hour.
Really? That went quick.
It surprised me too.
Yeah.
All right. Other things on your mind?
No, I think we got a good chunk of information that we talked about. We've unloaded a lot.
You've told your startup story, your current status, and how you got there. You've shared with us what your ambitions are for the next phase of your career. So you've even shared some personal romance stories. Very cool. And you're passing a lot of great information off to others, to other new to industry technicians. I'm very appreciative of that. You even said you listened to the podcast to hear about those stories and their careers, and then you came and you shared yours, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
How was it?
Oh, I liked it. It was good. We should do it again.
It's not that bad, right?
Oh, I'm still wiggling back and forth a little
bit.
But, it's something that it's just different.
Okay.
I've never been on screen before, never been listened to before in this setting.
Sure.
But, it's a lot better now than it was at the beginning.
Well, good.
Yeah, but I would like to do it again at some point.
Okay. I want other young techs to hear that because I would love to have more on the podcast, sharing their stories.
Evolve it and I think the newer guys should be listening to this and, coming on here and sharing their stories and their experience. And because right now you have a lot of higher level guys and, it relates because all those guys have been through it, but it's just a separation there. And so if we can get more younger guys on here that kind of bridge that gap a little bit.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes. All right. Appreciate you coming on here.
Thanks
and
for having me.
Now it's going to be easier. And I even heard you want to do it again.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Yes, sir.